kids are really dumb, but also very smart at the same time. In fact, so smart that did you know that the television, yes, this thing right here, was actually made by a child? Hold on. I know you all are probably giving me side eyes, but this is actually true. You see, the first electronic television was made by a 14-year-old boy, Philo T. Farnsworth. Farnsworth was just 14-year-old when he got the idea for the electronic television, and in just 1 year he completed the concept and drew the first sketches of his invention. He continued working on his invention, and in only 6 years, Farnsworth completed the first electronic television and showcased it in San Francisco on September 7, 1927. And now, there are so many electronic televisions left, right, back and center, thanks to the idea of this one 14-year-old child. Impressive, right? Yeah, but there are still 9 more super cool products and inventions that were made by kids, and the top 3 on this list will absolutely blow your mind. Popsicle. This delicious cold treat was actually the invention of an 11-year-old boy, Frank Apperson, in 1905. The story goes that Frank accidentally left a mixture of powdered soda, water and a stirring stick outside on a cold night. The next morning, he found the mixture frozen to the stick and discovered that it could be eaten as a treat. And, well, the rest is history. Now, the popsicle has become a very popular hot weather treat in so many countries thanks to this 11-year-old boy. What a refreshing invention. I guess sometimes accidents can result in good things. At number 8, we have the earmuffs, invented by Chester Greenwood. Greenwood, who was just 15 years old at the time, was an ice skater. He came up with the idea because he was tired of having cold ears when he went ice skating. So, he created a prototype by bending wires into 2 loops and having his grandmother sew fur onto them, creating the first ever pair of earmuffs. The muffs were a hit, especially with soldiers during World War I. And even till now, many people still love and use the earmuffs, especially during cold and winter periods. Because like Greenwood, nobody really likes getting cold ears. Anyways, we move! If you're a gymnast or simply like bouncing around on a trampoline, then you have to give thanks to George Nelson. At age 16, he invented the trampoline after watching trapeze artists drop into the safety nets beneath them. He thought to himself, this would actually be more cooler if they could bounce out of the net instead of just landing on them. This simple thought was what infused the spark.
The pants are on fire! The underwear's on fire! I'm on fire!
Anyways, was what infused the spark in him to create the trampoline. And now, the trampoline has become a popular piece of equipment for both having fun and competitive use. Water skiing, which is now a popular sport, was invented by Ralph Samuelson. So, it was a hot summer day in Lake City, Minnesota. Ralph really wanted to ski, but there was no snow. It's summer. So, he thought to himself, since there is no snow, what if I tried skiing on water? He believed that if you could ski on snow, you could also ski on water. With the help of his brother Ben, who operated the boat, Ralph tested various materials and techniques until he finally got the perfect method. He used a pair of boards as skis and a clothesline as a tow wrap. And on June 28, 1922, after so many attempts, he successfully skied on water for the very first time. Ralph Samuelson was just 18-year-old at the time, but he had successfully created a sport that would continue to live on for generations to come. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this. But did you know that the swim flippers or diving fins was initially meant to be worn on the hand rather than on the feet? Crazy, right? Yeah. You see, swim flippers was invented by Benjamin Franklin. He created them when he was just 11 years old. Damn, that is moving mad. 11 years old. Wow. The only thing I could do when I was 11 years old was just to eat food, sleep, wake up. Eat food, sleep, wake up. Franklin's swim fins were made of wood and were worn on the hand rather than the feet, demonstrating his early interest in both swimming and innovation. Anyways, many years later, another inventor discovered that the swim fins would be far better worn on the feet rather than on the hand. So he modified the swim flippers, created his own blah blah blah. The rest is history. And now we have the swim flippers, diving fin, whatever I like to call it, of today. Cancer detecting test. Gadget developed a new method for detecting pancreatic cancer at the age of just 15. And his new method was faster, cheaper, and even more accurate than existing tests. I mean, that's just impressive. Now, I'm not gonna explain how the test works because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But if you're interested though, I'll leave a link in the description box below to an article that will explain further on how it works. Wait. Before you continue, I just want to quickly tell you about the sponsors of today's video, Asus. So, the Asus Vivobook laptops are really some of the best laptops in the market for anyone who is on a budget. You get great value for your money. So, get this. The Vivobook S15 costs around $1,299. For that price, you get the all-new and powerful Snapdragon X Elite chip, which offers excellent performance and very efficient battery life. It has 16 gigs of RAM with 1TB SSD, and you also get a 3K 120Hz OLED display, which gives you nice contrast and beautiful colors when viewing content. In fact, the display on this laptop is better than the display on the MacBook Air, even better than the display on the MacBook Pros, if I do say so myself. Now, even lower than that is the Vivobook S14 OLED, coming in at just $1,099. For that price, you get the Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, 16 gigs of RAM with 1TB SSD. It has a metallic build, so it feels nice and premium. It is also light at just 2.87 pounds. And as the name suggests, it comes with an OLED display. And all this for just $1,099. I mean, damn! These laptops are the true definition of that statement. Bang for the buck. Now, bear in mind that if you spec a MacBook Air M3 with the same specs, that is 16 gigs of RAM, 1TB SSD, it comes in at around $1,599, which is much more expensive than the Vivobook S15 OLED, and even more expensive than the Vivobook S14 for the same specs. I mean, that's just crazy. Honestly guys, the Vivobook S15 and S14 OLED are really some of the best laptops for anyone who is on a budget. I don't even know how Asus are making any profit pricing their laptop this low. Anyways, if you're interested in buying any of these laptops for yourself, then check out the links in the description box below and also help support this channel. So thank you very much Asus for sponsoring this video. If you live in areas that gets lots of snow and ice, then you will really appreciate this next invention, the snowmobile. The snowmobile is pretty much the best means of transportation in snowy areas and ice-cold places. But did you know that the very first snowmobile was invented by a 15-year-old boy?
His name?
Joseph Ahmed Bombardier. I don't know whether I pronounced that correctly, but damn, what a name, Bombardier. Anyways, Joseph strapped a Model T Ford engine to the top of two wooden sleds hitched in tandem, and this became the first ever snowmobile. Well, because as you might have already guessed, it could drive around the snow with ease. Over the years, he kept on working on his invention, refining and modifying it until, well, now, the snowmobile of today.
We all use calculator on a regular basis, but did you know that the very first mechanical calculator was invented by a 90-year-old Blaise Pascal?
A little bit on the older side compared to other inventors on this list, but come on, this dude invented the calculator at just 19. That is very, very impressive. Pascal developed the first ever mechanical calculator to help out his father, who was a tax collector, with his calculations. It was called the Pascalian, named after him. It used a series of rotating wheels and gears to represent numbers and perform calculations. The calculator kept on being refined and modified by other inventors until now, modern day calculators. Well, Braille, for some of you who may not know, is a reading and writing system for the blind and visually impaired, in which characters are represented by patterns of raised dots that are felt with the fingers. Now, this is a very sad story. Turns out that Louis Braille, the inventor of this tactile system of reading and writing, was not actually born blind. You see, when he was just 3 years old, Louis was playing, which is normal for every 3 years old. But he accidentally injured one of his eyes. Though he received some of the best medical treatments available to him, none of it worked, and the injury led to an infection that eventually spread to his other eyes, and by the age of 5, he became completely blind. Chai, that is very, very sad. With Louis' newfound blindness, he started studying different methods of reading and writing for the blind and visually impaired, but none of them suited him. In fact, some of them felt a bit too complicated for him. So, he invented his own method. At the age of 15, Louis invented his own reading and writing style, known as Braille, which was named after him. And it proved to be a simpler, more efficient system of reading and writing for the blind and visually impaired. Even till today, Braille is still the #1 option for visually impaired people, allowing them to enjoy what was previously not available to them as a result of their blindness. So, thank you, Louis Braille, for that eye-opening invention. As you have seen, kids are very, very smart and they possess great potentials. All they need is the right guidance and training to bring out the best in them. So please, learn to appreciate kids more, because they are really the future leaders of tomorrow. Anyways, did you know that there is a gadget out there that is single-handedly stopping pollution? Click on this video right here to find out more.